Good evening, live from Bridlington. As little Richard, our MC, was just spelling out our first match, the ladies' semi-finals, first of 4 legs, the best of 7, and what a game we have in prospect to start with. The audience is rocking, the music is rocking, everybody's rocking here live from the Bridlington Spa. Both these ladies, 2 of the top ladies dart players in the world right now. This should be a cracking game of darts to start the proceedings. All semi-finals and finals we played live on stage. Dieter Hedman in your profile here, the Dark Destroyer, has won pretty much everything there is to win in the women's game, just bar the Lakeside World Championships. And it will be Hedman with the darts. And what a start. What a brilliant start. Downstairs she comes.
83.
So it's a start which has really made Dieter her name over the years solid. But Rachel Brooks has been a rising star in the ladies' game over the last 18 months. Both these players very steady.
81.
And it is Dieter with the better of the opening exchanges. What a lovely first start that is from the lady from Yorkshire. The first 100 of the stage finals brings a warm round of applause from the audience. We were saying earlier on the live stream what a fantastic audience it is here in Bridlington for the stage finals. This is my 3rd British Open, and every single year, the last 2 years I've been here, they have not failed to disappoint, and neither has the darts. This year will be no exception. Rachel scoring a ton on her last visit, and Dieter raises that to 125. Rachel a good recovery with her last dart. Dieter a nice turn ahead, will be very happy with her advantage. 99 ahead plus these. Will come downstairs. Pins the treble 19, leaves herself 134 on her next turn. So treble 20 will be her first start here. We'll stay there to try and set the shot up. Yes, across to the 18s now to try and leave herself tops. And succeeds. So it's a very confident first leg from the lady in red and black. Rachel here wearing her all red shirt, and what darts these are. She's certainly hitting the red bit. The first maximum of the stage finals. Raises the roof, and the roof will also be raised if Dieter pins this tops. For the first leg, undeterred. Rachel will now be hoping to kick on from where she left off in the last leg here. Just struggling for a little bit of consistency right now. Downstairs for Dieter, searching for the cover. Be back upstairs now. You'll be seeing both these players at the Lakeside World Championships 2014 in a few months' time. Downstairs for Dieter here. Not the best of throws. So Brooks still with the lead in this second leg. Will not be phased, has gathered a lot of experience over the last 18 months or so on the circuit. Lovely second dart, just following the lie of the first. This wavy action of Dieter, which has been utilised to its full effect over the course of her career. Both these ladies just searching for the treble here in this second leg. We can see that first dart going low. It blocks part of the bed. Great first dart from Hedman. And there's room for a bedfellow or two. Another one in there. Would have been her first maximum of the game, but she'll settle for a 10.40 to leave the finish. And she's now stolen the initiative in this second leg. It's treble 20 first. Now then, that's awkward, but she's staying there. So a glint of sunlight here for Rachel as she looks at treble 20. Leaves 103, so it's very close in this leg. 115. Looking at the downstairs for treble 19 now. Back upstairs for treble 20, double 18. We'll stay there just to try and set up double 8 as best she can. Does so. And after a scrappy leg here, this would be the perfect way to finish it. 83 left, treble 17 will be her next target. Well, she rounds off the 3, so back upstairs she'll go. Yes, it's just been a ragged leg from both these ladies. But that's part of it. If you're not necessarily playing your best, you grind it out and take the opportunity when it comes. And that's exactly what Dieter wants to do. And she's done it. 2-0 up. I understand a certain football team are 2-0 up at the moment as well, so hopefully my boys can sort that out in the second half over at the Etihad. But here we are in Bridlington right now with Dieter kicking off this third leg with 140. Yeah, nice start from both these girls now, just getting back on track after the inconsistencies of the second leg. We often talk about how the good legs from both players are always great to win. But quite often you'll always find that it's the bad legs which prove the turning points. It's when both players are struggling and not really finding any rhythm. If you can strike then, 36. It's just as good a time as if when both players are playing well. Downstairs here for Dieter. And staying down she is. It's a nice slide, that second dart.
41.
Went for the 25 there just to try and round off the 130, didn't quite come off for her. She squared off the 5 in a roundabout way. And Rachel finding herself a long, long way behind. Can't afford to panic. Just an element of disappointment edging into her game now as Dieter lines up 140, treble 20 will be her first shot. Again, the first dart makes it awkward. She did that on the finish a couple of legs back.
60.
Found it difficult just to weave one of the second 2 darts underneath that one. It's a brilliant crowd here in Bridlington, as I say. Very enthusiastic and passionate about their darts. This venue, of course, home to the World Masters for a number of years, a few years back. You can see them there really attentive and alert to what is going on the stage. A very knowledgeable darts crowd, and they will know that's a bad slip from Dieter. Downstairs she'll go.
40.
Yeah, a bit careless there, but 3 darts at top she will have on her return nonetheless. Rachel must just try to put some pressure on. That first dart going below the beds, as you can see, and I really would advise her to switch away from there. She does over to the 18s. And tops now for a 3-0 lead. And straight in the middle it goes. So Rachel now really at the point of no return, as it were. But all she can do is just take it one leg at a time. Just take it throw by throw. And she's a better player than what she's shown so far, so she can look at it as if to say, well, I've not played my best yet.
40.
I've still got that game in me. It'd be a lot worse for her if she had played her best darts and still found herself 3-0 down. but we know that her best darts are still yet to be thrown. So it's just a question of feeling confident that she can do that, and she has to do that right now. What a lovely first dart that is from Dieter. Yes, looking in search for a maximum. She's got it too. And sporting applause from Rachel. Yes, the crowd really appreciating those darts from Dieter. And now has taken the initiative as well here. Yeah, just really unrelenting, just turning the screw now. And forcing Rachel into miraculous darts in order to save the match. It's unlucky just in the corner of treble 1. But these tight margins they're all crucial. Once again, the third dart unlucky just in the corner of the treble 5 this time, and it's 100 for Dieter for the match. And a great 4-0 win against Rachel Brooks. Will square off the toss, will want to hit the one like what she did in the last leg. She doesn't, she makes sure. And I was talking about Dieter forcing Rachel into some miraculous darts. These are the darts I'm talking about. Now then, 79 left. She will either go for treble 19 or treble 13 here. Went for the 19, hit the 3, so back upstairs now. Brilliant darts to leave double 8 in fairness. But it's Dieter for double top and for a place in the British Open Final 2013. The former champion here, double 10. The crowd silent as Dieter lines up. This double 10 gets it in. It takes quite something to beat someone of Rachel Brooks' calibre 4-0, but if anybody can, Dieter Hedman can. She goes through. Our second semi-final, Trina Gulliver versus Fallon Sherrick, will be coming up very shortly.
This lady, champion in 4 years ago, can she do it again? It is Dieter Hedman for the final. So we know one of the ladies' finalists. We're now going to find out the second. And making his way on the stage, the man who's picture in control all day long. Let's have a round of applause for our referee. Did you use smaller file? Why? I didn't use very much sugar. Rapidly calling out semi-final quarter of this of 7 legs. Now I mentioned Rachel Brooks, number 5 in the BDO ranking. She shares that current spot with another young lady having a fantastic season, ladies and gentlemen. She was a brilliant youth player for England and now doing wonderfully well in the senior rank. She's already been playing Jersey Open and
Yes, Trina Gulliver versus Fallon Sherrick here. Fallon, we saw earlier on the TV lane, played very, very well in her match there. The newly crowned British Classic champion is in some form, but she's up against it here against Trina Gulliver. What can you say about her career? 6 times British Open champion, 9 times the Lakeside World champion. But Fallon has been about, is a champion in her own right. World Cup Singles Youth champion. Reigning World Masters Girls champion too, although she won't be able to defend her title in a couple of weeks in Hull, as she is too old now to defend her championship. She'll be looking to win the senior event. And what a start. That is absolutely fantastic. On the big stage, 140, 180 to kick off with. Maybe we've got it the wrong way round. Maybe it is actually Trina up against it rather than the other way round. Only time will tell in this best of 7 leg second semi-final. Streaming coming to you live from 247live.tv in crystal clear high definition. Now then, for a brilliant 12-dart finish this would be. We'll look to set up, we'll have to move across. That second dart makes it awkward. Yes, and you can see it just deflect off into the 5, but still a long, long way ahead. Rat Butler is our referee, who has been working very, very hard on control all weekend. Noticed a few boos for our very own Rab. God bless him. Now then, treble 19 for Sherrick. She's hit the 9, so upstairs for treble 18. Treble 18 will be her shot. Now then, across for 14 she should go, because there's 74 left. A lot of room for Trina in the left of that bed. You could just see her move across. Should come across to the 18s now to leave a finish. Indeed does so. But it is tops for Sherrick for the opening leg. Yes, and just disappointed because she's left herself the awkward double 5. And Trina on 164. Just below. May come across for the 18s here. Yes, did so. Leaves herself on 70. 2 5s for the first leg against the darts for the youngster. I couldn't help noticing that she just looked very, very nervous on her way to the stage, but the way she started suggests anything but. A ton start in this leg. Crowd really behind this young lady who is a breath of fresh air up on the stage. Trina now still struggling for best form so far in this match, although she has been showing improved form over the course of this year, which is always great to see. She's the reigning Dutch Open champion right now. And the scoring from Sherrick at the start of the leg really is putting some considerable distance between her and her opponent. Downstairs for Trina. Picks off the treble 19, but it's Sherrick just that one step ahead right now. A lovely lie again with the first. And I just snatched to that second one. You could just see it come out of the hand. Downstairs for Trina again. Sherrick will also switch here. And back upstairs. Trina just can't get her first dart right now, although it's a great second one. 3 trebles, but not all 3 darts going where she wanted them to. Now back upstairs for Sherrick. He used the round ton, a great last dart there after switching with the second to readjust back up to her initial target. Now then, 192 could go for 25 here to leave a shot. The 25 is the only option to leave a shot or the ball, but I think she may well look at treble 20. Yes, she is. She's looking at treble 20. Oh, the treble 18. Okay, that leaves us at 138. Double 10 here now for a 2-0 lead. Just drag that dart outwards slightly. And it's these kind of finishes which Trina is being left with. 138, not to be now. We saw Sherrick miss double 10 on her last visit, so Trina will be hoping she does the same again. She's done as much as she can with her last 2 darts, so it's double 10 for Sherrick, double 5. This won her the first leg. That's too high to be a marker, really. Yeah, as you can just see, snatching the darts. There's the importance of setting the shot up. You never know when the opponent's going to miss, and now it's Trina on tops. Lovely marker, that first one. Just needs to come down ever so slightly. Yes, and she did so as well. So the balance restored. Great example in that leg of Trina using her experience to keep calm and not get stressed over what Sherrick was throwing at her scoring wise. As for Sherrick, obviously will be disappointed with missing those darts at double, but just has to put that into the back of her mind and just move on. It's amazing what mental baggage can come with missing darts at the double. Just got to make sure that it doesn't bog her down. Still a long way to go, still another 5 legs maximum. Yeah, some brilliant recovery in this leg. Now then, that's a better first dart from Trina. We'll come downstairs, trying to leave the 137, hit the 137, she's hit 99. So just keeping in front of Sherrick, but Sherrick just piling in with another big score. She's on 161 after 9. Oh, this is great. 180 leaves tops. Oh yes, absolutely brilliant. One of the best times in darts to hit a maximum, to leave yourself double 20. But now it's treble 17. Treble 17 for Sherrick. I think she's missed it, so back upstairs, yes. A great effort. Tops to hold her throw. Yeah, brilliant. This semi-final really hotting up now. Downstairs for Sherrick.
101.
Yes, I think it's fair to say the gloves are off now. Lovely first start again. So far Sherrick being left to rue those missed darts for a 2-0 lead. It just seemed to give Trina the boost she needed. but so far is very comfortable in this leg, the woman in black. Sponsored by Target Darts is young Fallon Sheriff. Trina sponsored by Winmore Darts. And here comes... Oh, I thought it was going to be a maximum there. Those two darts really were inviting a third. Believes herself 100. She left this a couple of legs back too. Careless last dart doesn't leave a finish, so Sherrick has been gifted 6 darts here. Although she can't fit downstairs now, who come downstairs, now back upstairs.
40.
Yes, we'll have been hoping for 3 darts of the double on the next return instead of the 2 that she'll get. Trina, one trouble here, will put the pressure on. So double top, just an awkward first dart there. You can see the way her darts land. Has to move slightly to the right, and that's a long way away. Must readjust, and doesn't do so. What a body blow this would be. Seen her do this on many occasions. 20 for tops now. Tops, the biggest dart of the match so far. Because it gives her a break of flow and puts her one leg away from a meeting with Dieter Hedman in the final. Coming up after this, the 2 men's semi-finals, James Wilson against Robbie Green and Scott Mitchell versus Gary Thompson. They will be great matches in the men's. Downstairs for Trina here.
40.
Well, a 140 changes the complexion of this leg. Fallon now must respond. 2 great darts, just not in the treble. And you can see what a hard-looking 60 that is. The reason just when she needed those darts to be a little bit lower, she just can't find the treble. Trina can find the treble all right, though.
140.
Really has been flying since she won the second leg, is Trina.
81.
And we saw how well Dieter Hedman threw earlier, so should it be a Trina-Dieter final, it will be a fantastic affair. We'll stay there to try and set up double 18. Yes, and does so. Fallon will come down here. Now we'll go back upstairs because 18s or 20s, she's moving across, so she's going to go for treble 20. Yes, and doesn't even set up the shots. I think it was the throw of a beaten girl there. Double 18 for the match. The 9 times Lakeside champion. Double 9 now. Won't want to switch, but well, she certainly isn't switching. She's pinned the double 9 and into the final, and in a bid to win her 7th British Open crown.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm interested in the introduction of more progress in the ladies. Because 19 years of age, remember, she's still the reigning World Masters Youth Champion and World Masters Youth Champion. She's World Masters Series. So, still got it. She's in the final, ladies and gentlemen. So more than inside on the racket score. Look at the average there. Fallon 26.15 and Trina 27.06. Our final will be between the top two ranked players in the BDO rankings, Tigger Headman and Trina Guller. But first it is the men's semi-finals. We now welcome on stage the third of our referees. He's been very busy all day today, working on the internet stream, doing a bit of commentary. Now it is his rightful place on the yard. Please put your hands together for Cuba.
So Hugh Ware gets us underway. I've made my way from front of stage into the commentary position and arrived just in time. What a start for Kong. Well, the atmosphere's really built up through those ladies' semi-finals and now into the men's semis. As you can see on the caption, first to 5 legs. A nice length match for the players to settle down and really get into it. A big start from Robbie, but a slip there after 6 great darts. Jamie needs another treble. He's going to go down. This is the treble 19, but Robbie first to the finish. Treble 20, treble 17, double top, the standard finish, and he's hit the first treble, so down he goes for treble 17. Unlucky, but up for the treble 14 or treble 18. It's his preference. Treble 14 the shot. So 20 and double top for Robbie Green. Tops for a solid first leg. Double 10. No. James requires 144, which means either 2 treble 20s or could go 2 treble 18s. Well, betwixt and between it seems. Double 5. Well, needs to split it. Will he go 3 double 1? Yep, double 1. Top of the board. Downstairs first. Treble 15 leaves double 18, so back up he goes for double 18. Well, what a steal. Robbie Green began the leg with 180 and 134. 4 missed darts to the double, and you can just see that rueful look behind James there for Robbie. Disgusted with himself. But what form James Wilson has been in this season. We're coming to the end of the BDO season. It runs from October through to September. Just a couple of events left, this being one of the Category A ranked tournaments, and Jamie was the number 1 seed coming into this event in the absence of Stephen Bunting, who's ranked number 1 in the BDO World Rankings, plying his trade currently in a soft tip event in Las Vegas. And Robbie himself, a high flyer in the rankings, was ranked number 6 before this tournament, so may well improve after reaching at least the semi-finals. Well, if he'd have hit anything less than a 180 there on the 20s, wouldn't have left a finish, but he didn't care about that. The treble 20 made sure of it. And the reply. Brilliant darts from both players, so James will look at the 25 and bull here with the first dart. It's the bull, so we'll just stay there for 25 and bull. Oh, unlucky. He had such a good first, almost too good. Probably was frightened of hitting another bull with the second. Robbie will come down. We've just seen an 81 from James. So up for the 12 and bull. Bullseye. Well, this is terrific. What a start from these two. Robbie Green, after really messing up in that first leg, replies to break the throw with a 12 dart finish. Robbie Green's going to be feeling good after his performance in the previous round. Sadly, we were unable to show you it on our live stream. But in the quarterfinals, he took out Martin Adams by 4 legs to 2. Martin himself had been having a great day. And Jamie Wilson defeated young Cameron Menzies from Scotland 4 legs to 1. And our other semi-final features Scott Mitchell and Gary Thompson. So 4 men in the semi-finals who know their way around the BDO circuit. And these two showing us exactly the point that they are two of the big hitters in BDO darts right now. You can guarantee big scores. But what about a big finish from James Wilson? Treble 20, treble 18 and ball. It's unlucky, it could go to the 18s regardless, because that is awkward, that shot of the treble. Now Robbie has choices here, will he go up or down? He's looking up for the treble 20 first. Oh, he's not, he's come down first at 19, then treble 20 for double 14, unlucky. Yeah, that 107, it's just take your pick, up or down on the first one. Well, this one, treble 20, and then it should be a safe 10 or a 6 if he hits the treble. Well, treble 18 now leaves double 16. So double 16 for another breaker throw. Unlucky. And it's the same area for Robbie, 16 and double, or the 8 for tops. It's double 16 to hold his darts. Big miss for Robbie, the eyes close. So, despite the advantage of throw, double 16 for a third consecutive break. Double 8 just above, and double 4 has to switch to the other side of the board. And there it is, what a switch that was. And there we see it. Yep, the adjustment's nice between double 16 and double 8. Not so nice from double 8 to double 4, but James made it look easy. And as I mentioned on the stage, you may have heard me say, it's great that so many players and the public here in Bridlington are still here this evening to support the tournament. Many opens, as players go out of the event, they do leave the venue, and it can often be thinner than you'd wish for stage finals. Not today. It has the feel of a real TV event out there, a true TV event. All the action that you're seeing now is happening on the big screens. And they'll be reading these impressive scoring stats right now. It's coming down here. Well, it's an unusual cover shot, that last one, but it worked. And Robbie trying the more conventional switch to the treble 19. And you won't see many players go for treble 17 to leave 229, but that's what James did. Big scoring, that's all he'll be thinking. So will he have his mass head on now? Because if he hits around... Oh, well, it was in the treble, he was fine. Still would prefer 130 to 129 if he'd have thought about it, but he'll take it. It's all about this last start from Robbie Green. 2 in. Well, that could take command from 243 to 63. James has to get this. He'll go down for the 19. He'll go down first. So we go for treble 13 and double 12 here. Well, down now for 17 and tops. That's okay. Double top. 43. Could have been 4 breaks in a row, so to finally hold throw, James Wilson, 16 and double 16. Or will he go 8 tops? It's double 16. Double 8. Missed it last time. Gets it this time. So finally a hold of throw in this match. He's coming down here. Yep, loves that treble 17 pick-off. Down again. Hitting those cover shots really well, these two. There's certainly nothing wrong at all with Robbie Green's scoring. It's all been about the doubles. James Wilson staged a miraculous comeback just a week ago at the England Classic final. He was 5-2 down to Glen Durrant and won 3 legs in a row in 36 darts to make it 5-all, and missed an 11 dart to take that title. He's in terrific form, and despite losing to Glen Durrant in that final leg of the England Classic, he's come here full of confidence and in great form once again, and the number 1 seeding certainly helped. Well, a great pick-off with that last dart. Had to hit the treble, leaves a 130, but James Wilson on the biggest finish of all, 2 treble 20s and bull. He's got the first one, another treble. It's bull for the 170. Bang! What a shot from James Wilson. A 170 finish at the British Open on the big stage, and they love it. And so do we. The biggest finish we've seen, of course you can't go any bigger. We had some near misses earlier with 161s, but the 170 finish on the big stage, what a place to do it. Not to mention a little breaker throw there for James. So here we go, throwing to take a 5-1 win in a game that really, well, that doesn't reflect the match, that scoreline. Robbie has been in every leg, bar the last, and again, scoring beautifully. I mentioned James Wilson reaching the final of the England Classic last week. Robbie Green was in the semis, so 2 form players. And they're chasing those high seeding places at Lakeside.
55.
Well, 2 treble 20s, he's going to follow them. But doesn't leave a finish, but Robbie has an awkward 309 to negotiate here. And as soon as you hit that single 20, you cannot leave a finish. He's switching down now. Again, the cover shots, no complaints there at all. Brilliant stuff from Robbie Green. It's just been the doubles that have cost him in a couple of these legs. No checkout on 166, so he'll go to the side for the 6. Or the 10. He loves double 18, so that 10 may well have been deliberate. Robbie, all he can do is set up for a finish, another treble, and then he has to switch a 15 or a 19. He'll come down to hit a single. Well, he's miscounted there. Actually, he's there 42. But James for the match, double 18. And there we have it. James Wilson through to the final.
Well, I certainly just had a lot to shout about. What a brilliant match that was, and even though the scoreline said 5-1, it was nowhere near that one-sided. Robbie Green more than played his part, but you could see how much that meant to James here in his home of Yorkshire, his home county. And now, after the breathtaking standard of the first semi-final, we now come to our second. Scott Mitchell here, resident from Dorset, and has been a Lakeside regular over the course of the last few years. Gary Thompson too, former quarter-finalist at Lakeside, has lost out twice in the last 3 years in classic matches against Holland's Jan Dekker. Remember in particular their 2011 clash, when Dekker came from 4 sets to 2 down to win 5 sets to 4. So can this man make it an all Yorkshire final here in Bridlington? Picking up from where we left off from our last semi-final. Scott Mitchell done brilliantly here to reach the semi-finals. Won the French Open recently. 137. Gary Thompson losing in the final of the England match play just last weekend to Stephen Bunting, no shame in that. 59. Thompson was switched downstairs here. 99. Leaves himself the 140. They're in treble 20 first. Stay there now. Treble 16 now. We'll stay there now just to try and set up double 8. 92. 103 for Scott. 19 leaves 84. Now then. 55. Opportunity knocks for Thompson. 16 double 16. 8 for tops. Double top it is. Now double 10. 28. And there's the same shot for Mitchell. Tops. Double 10. Well, they've both gone through the same route and failed. So now to hold the throw. 2 5s. Yes, gets it. 1 dart all that required up in that area of the board. Scott, one of the most darts intelligent players on the circuit, really knows his stuff, as we've seen through his punditry on ESPN over the last couple of years at the Lakeside. And is a great dart player in his own right. Beautiful darts. 140. His bright pink shirt really does stand out from the crowd, does Scotty? Well, it's not the best of counting there, really. The maximum looks great, but I think the priority really is to set up the shot, and he didn't do so there, leaves himself a bogey. Yes, you can just see him looking at the screen and cursing the heavens, why did I do that? You see, Gift's got 3 darts at 80 on his next throw. Treble 18 here for Gary. 81. Scott, you require 80. Treble 20. 20 for tops now. To level things up at the start of this semi-final. Ooh, just above. Could be crucial so early on in the game. It's treble 15. Downstairs for treble 15 for Gary. Double 14. Lovely marker, that dart. Oh, and Scott just on the wire. Gary just on the wire, and you can see Scott behind just looking down at the floor saying, come on, as he lines up double top. Yes, and gets it in two. So it is honours even. Scott will obviously be the more relieved about that. It's the problem with losing the ball at the start of the game, is that you're always following the other player if all legs go with throw. Lovely dart from Gary. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. If these maximums keep flying in, I'm not going to have any voice left.
100.
A recap of what we've seen. We've seen Dieter Hemmer beat Rachel Brooks 4-0.
92.
Trina Gulliver overpowering Fallon Sherrick 4-1, and James Wilson beating Robbie Green by 5 legs to 1 in a scintillating match. So it'll be Dieter versus Trina. That will be coming up next. Two of the most decorated players in ladies darts history. Be a pleasure to be on the stage with those two. I'll be refereeing that one.
105.
Who will join James Wilson in the final? Will it be the man from Dorset or his fellow Yorkshireman Gary Thompson? Scott will go across for the 18s here.
98.
He does leave a finish, but it's Gary who should be first to the double. Downstairs first. 62 left, back upstairs for 12s. Now the bull. Bullseye for a 2-1 lead. Oh, we saw James Wilson take out the bull for 170 in the last game.
Scott, you require 164.
Just a tougher ask for Scotty Dog here. Not going to happen now. Try and leave 64 here. Yes, does so. 9 double A probably for Gary. We'll see which way he goes. He's gone 1 for double 12. Double 6 now. Big dart once again. Oh, and it's just all coming down to the finishing right now. They're both shadowing the double slightly. 16 double it. Gone 8 for tops. Double top now. Oh, and that was to break the throw as well. Both of them just a little bit exasperated coming down to the finish. Double 6. Lovely mark of that dart. Just to the left, too far. Double 3. Oh, both. Just got the sense that Gary was maybe rushing that ever so slightly. Could have done with taking a breath. Mitchell now on double 10. 2 5s. This served Gary Thompson very well in the first leg of the game. It's not serving Scotty Dog here. See him shaking his head, cannot believe it. Double 3. Bad dart that. Really must attack it with the second. Oh, and too much. Who will hold their nerve? Double 2. It's not massive, but it's vital. It's not a photo double, but just as crucial in the context of the game. And particularly the fact that that went against the throw. Scott has got that all-important break that he wanted.
60. 59. 140.
Yeah, brilliant. 161 after 9. After the sketchiness on the doubles in the last leg, Mitchell just reasserting himself on the scores. Treble 17 now. For the bull. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant outshot! Missing so many darts in the last leg, then takes out a 161! The anomalies of the darts world. Just seems to have shaken Thompson really, that third leg, and also now the 161 combining with this. What's the odds of 3 more in there? Not to be. We saw Tony O'Shea had 5 perfect darts earlier on today.
180.
Scott really is flying now. You can see the confidence in his action. And is producing brilliant results. Ever since he stole the march by breaking the throw in the third leg, his scoring has been phenomenal.
40.
Including a 161 finish as well. It's 9 double 16 for an 11 darter, double 16. Double 8 now, just above it. And it comes inside.
34.
Well, it was 33 scored the last shot, left himself 8. 33 scored. He'll be disappointed with those last 2 darts. He really would have capped off a fine leg. But as it is, it's double 4. Oh, and now there's pressure on. Oh, and all of a sudden it just deserts him again. So it looked like Scott Mitchell 4-1 all day long, but as it is, double 16 gives Gary Thompson back into the game. Just a few words between the players. I don't know what that was about. I wouldn't like to speculate.
95. 100.
Scott obviously very disappointed with missing those last darts at double. Was playing so well, and is an angry dart player right now.
140.
But it's not stopping his game. Brilliant darts from Thompson.
104.
Unlucky not to get the lot there. And it's game well and truly on here.
100.
Yeah, brilliant. Leaves himself the bogey, but 95 ahead in this leg. And now Gary cannot leave a finish. Even if he hit the treble 18 now, would have left himself 168. So just above that dart now. 40 scored Scott, so 126 left.
60. 100.
Treble 18 now for double 16 for 106. Oh, that would have been for his second 10 plus finish of the game. Gary could reply in similar kind with tops. And he's got it as well. Well, from looking a certainty to be 4-1 down, he's now back level. Just a few missed darts a double and a game of darts can entirely change. The game has totally turned on its head over the course of the last two legs. Unlucky there with the deflection on the first dart there, Scott, but probably would have been well advised to come down after that because the stem and flight was completely blocking the treble bed. So it's fair to say both these players have had their high moments and their low matches so far in this game. It's low points and high points, I should say. But as we start to head down the final straight, it's the Yorkshireman who is in the ascendancy. It's unpredictable darts, just the way we like it. 1-2-4 now for Gary. We'll come downstairs for treble 16. Down for now, stay there. We'll probably, yes, leaves double 16. This will be for a brilliant 13 dart opportunity now. But a maximum from Mitchell puts the pressure on. Can't afford to miss. Just the last dart in hand. And now Mitchell must hold his throat to take us into a deciding leg. It's not had the standard of the first semi-final, but it's matched it, if not surpassed it, for drama. Downstairs now for Gary. Without success, so Mitchell, 301 left. Nice marker that dart, and two good markers. Oh, but the second dart just betraying him. Lovely dart from Gary, yes, really filling it up. We do wonder whether those missed darts at double 4 from Mitchell is still playing on his mind. Just saw him in the back of the shot shaking his head, but keeping his head above water magnificently here. Yes, and now we'll fancy his chances of taking us into a deciding leg. Treble 20 for double 19. It's two 19s for the 8th leg. Brilliant dart, and into a decider we go. It's our third 10+ finish of the game. Yes, and as Ian Tilley, our referee, spells out, there will be another bull up, and this is crucial. It's just outside the 25, but and you can see Scott's shocked there. It's outside because it really gives him an awkward dart to get through, but he succeeds. Crucial dart. And it's going to be intriguing what happens at the end of this game, because it either seems to be we take out a 10+ finish or we have edginess on the doubles. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But a 10-40 from Scott right at the start of this leg suggests he may well be first to it. Oh, and a bounce out. Oh, unlucky off the treble wire. Total disillusionment for Gary. Scott piling in. 200 points ahead already. Gary really needs a 10-40 at the least now. Well, he had a great light to get it, but wasn't to be in the end. Scott will be very happy to come down in his own way here. 161. Already seen him take it out once. Gary chasing like a good one, but it's Mitchell coming in. Well, big one. Gary, if he can just put in a 140 here, well he can't now, he's hit a 5, so no finish going to be left here. 44. Scott just nodding his head in the background, just keeping himself calm. We know how much this would mean to him if this should go in. Treble 20 now will leave, well, 60 left. A 177 here would be fantastic. Oh, and he could get it too. He has! Brilliant! And now, 20 tops for the match. Double 10. Oh, and he's missed it. He's let the opportunity slip him by. And courtesy of a brilliant 177, it's gonna be an all-Yorkshire final here in Bridlington. Gary Thompson, total disillusionment at the start of the leg, but finishing like a hero at the end, courtesy of a magnificent 177 which just turned the leg. Scott cannot believe it. But what a great match he's just been involved with, and what a great tournament that he has had regardless.
The BDO world number
So we're underway. I'll build it up as best I can. They are the best two ladies in the BDO World Rankings. We could talk about stats and their titles all day long. But I think we should just concentrate on the darts, because before you are two of the most successful, if not the most successful, lady players of all time. Frances Hunselaar, I'm sure, would have a lot to say about that. A prolific winner over the past 20 years herself. And of course, the 3 times current ladies world champion Anastasia Dobromyslova, who was here in action today, but didn't make it through to the stage. But you are looking at 2 of the all-time greats, not just of ladies darts, but of darts itself. Trina Gulliver in your picture, ever present at the Lakeside World Championships since it began in 2001, and Dita Hebman, who is in phase 2 of her career, a winner of multiple titles in the mid to late 90s, and then took a rather long break from the game. Barely threw a dart throughout the noughties, and has come back over the past 3 years, right back to the top of the tree. It was funny that she said when she first came back to darts, I just want to see if I can win a tournament again. Well, as I mentioned in the introductions, just this 12 months alone, if you look at the current title she holds, I make it 11. Just ranking titles, these are on the BDO tables. But it's Trina first to the finish with the darts in this leg, 20s or 18s. Well, treble 20 now for double 12. It's a nice first dart, so just tuck this one under. Look at that, double 12. She certainly means business, does Trina. As good as it was to see Dita come back into ladies darts, and this is why, down for the treble 19. It's also great to see, after a recent dip in form, Trina Gulliver back with a twinkle in her eye, and there's that double 12. It all bodes well for the ladies' game. The Ladies World Championship is increasing to 16 ladies, and what you want in any sporting event is your top players playing well. And these, the top 2 right now, as far as the form book suggests. And they have many younger pretenders to contend with. The likes of Fallon Sherrock, who we saw on stage earlier, Zoe Jones, we watched her on the internet lane, Sharon Prins from the Netherlands, and a whole host of other young players. But it's Dita Hebman, the number 1, well into her 50s, and that's the great thing about darts. We've already seen the likes of Martin Adams, Phil Taylor, Dennis Priestley throwing world-class darts well into their 50s. So Dita with the darts in this second leg, and she's making them count. She looks very comfortable indeed on that treble, despite the deflection into the 1. Even a 180 would leave Trina trailing. But it's that dart just above the treble. If she misses, she's happy just above. Dita, the opposite. Dita prefers to be, if she's not in the treble, just below. That one, at least it's over to the right-hand side, so she can find the room to go over the top. There we go. She aimed to the left, and she's switching now. No more room. Or maybe it was because of the score. 199, of course, so she's squared off with a round ton. Makes sense. It's been a long day today. It's not like me to take me off the score. It's my favourite finish of late, 100. I finished on it last Monday night in the league, to the shock of my teammates. And this is how I did it. Treble 20 and double top. There we go. So just as we'd hoped, a close match, fiercely contested, two great rivals, and the two of them from rivals to teammates in a week or so. They head off, the top two ladies in the rankings head off to represent England in Newfoundland, Canada. The WDF World Cup. Take 4 men, 2 ladies. These are the 2 ladies representing England. The men will be represented by the current BDO men's number 1, Stephen Bunting, Tony O'Shea, Glenn Durrant, and the Lakeside champion Scott Waits. We did see that was certainly the biggest shock of the day. Scott Waits going out in the first round, and we did capture it on the internet lane. One of our first matches. A sensational win for young Ryan Hogarth. But no shocks here in the ladies. It's the top 2 in the final.
59.
She's coming down. It seems they're both holding their throws quite comfortably now. Trina 38 points ahead, and plus whatever she gets here. Well, she doesn't want to let that advantage slip here. Great last start, so 100 and... I made that a different score there, but we'll see what happens with the graphics. Maybe my mistake. Yeah, Trina was on 197 and won't be happy with that next visit. 2 darts into the 1. Oh, Dita's following. I know they're teammates for England, but no need to follow suit here. And she did really, didn't she? She didn't punish at all. I mean, they were on 197 and 220. Both would expect to leave finishes. Neither did. So this time, another treble 20 will leave 55. And she's got it. So she'll come down now for the single 15 or the single 19. Chooses to leave tops. Both of these ladies being cheered on today by their partners out there in the audience. Dita's good man Paul, and Trina by her wife Sue. It's double top for a 2-1 lead. Well, you can't get closer without hitting it. Well, maybe you can. Oh, I should have kept quiet there. Sorry, Trina. Dita. Well, you've always heard that cry, haven't you? 10 or a 6. One of the famous cries wherever you play darts. She's got the 10 for double 16. Double 8. Key moments in this match. It's a breaker throw for Dita Hedman. And I must say, what a terrific audience we've got here. Spent some time walking around the arena in between matches, and they're really enjoying it. It's been such a long day, and that's why I'm so pleased that so many have stayed behind. Everyone in here from 9 o'clock this morning at the start of the singles. Over 600 players involved across the men's and women's tournaments, and many, many that have come in just to watch the darts, whether they're here supporting a player in particular or just to enjoy the atmosphere. Of course, Bridlington with a great tradition. The World Masters was staged here from 2002 all the way up to about 3 years ago, where it's now moved down the coast to Hull. And that is where we'll be in October. We have the World Cup as the next event for these ladies, and then it's one of the 2 big majors the World Masters, and both of these ladies will have one eye on that, because in recent years neither have picked up the trophy. Both former champions, but Julie Gore, Welsh internationals, picked up 2 in the last 3 years, and Lisa Ashton from Lancashire, who's not made it here this weekend, another player in great form. But overall, as I say, the ladies' game in good shape right now. Another piece of really good news, which I'll mention during the presentations for the ladies, is the recent MBE awarded to Trina Gulliver. The Queen's Birthday Honours for her services to darts and for her charity work. Both of these ladies, in fact, true ambassadors, not just for the ladies' game, but for the sport of darts in general. Well, Trina knocked the 7 off, but not as she'd like. She wanted the treble 19, so it does leave Dita 6 darts now for this finish. And for daylight, it's treble 20, so treble 18 leaves double top. Well, leaves 90, so treble 18 or the bull. Yeah, she's picked off the treble 18 with the last. Leaves double 18. Trina way back. She could be facing a 2-leg deficit. There it is. Magnificent arena here, the Spa. Recently renovated. It's coming down. Well, just dropped off the scoring pace as Trina in the last couple of legs. It's looking strong on her throw in the early stages, but Dita now is the one throwing the consistent scoring, and the averages portray it perfectly. Dita 84, and Trina across the last few weeks very rarely has been dipping under 80. Coming down. Treble 19 is what she wants. Yeah, with the averages with the ladies, 80, the benchmark of world-class darts. Of course, we have seen them average 90. Trina a handful of times at the World Championship through the years as a 30-plus average. But the big scores haven't been coming from Trina here. That her 6-ton plus, just the 1-140. Dita, you can see with 3, and she looks the more likely right now. She's switching though, not getting that first start in the 20s as she'd like. Going back up. Yep, a mid-match dip here. Can burst into life at any time though with these two. Trina would just settle for a straight ton right now again. She'd love now to hit a treble 20. Well, Dita has to be careful here because Trina had definitely dipped in form, but she's letting her off the hook a bit. And if Trina wins this leg, it'll make her feel a whole lot better, and she could kick on in the next. So Dita wants to keep applying the pressure. Another treble, and then she'll switch. Because 176 remaining. Another treble 20 would be perfect. Leaves 76. Well, it's a well-used cliche in sport, you know, too much respect for each other, but if that was ever the case, you could say it was happening here. Down here. It's very warm out in the arena. It's also going to play a part, though. These two should be more than used to the big stage lights. So 16, she'll come down for that single 16 and double top. Double top.
56.
Yep, they're even up on the balconies here in the Spa. wherever you are in this arena, you can see everything that's going on. 2 great big screens either side of the stage, and beautiful pictures being brought to us. 24/7 TV. Double 10. Double 5. Back to the top of the board. She does like the doubles up there. We've seen double 12 earlier. Double tops in the last match. And there is Paul, James. You can see in the background in the red shirt, behind the guy waving at us. That is Dita's partner. Paul, he talks a good game, I'll tell you that. I think we've done well to keep him away from the commentary mic. Mind you, so does Trina's wife Sue. If we'd have had those two in commentary, it would have been like a fan zone. Down here. I did say this match could catch a light again at any time. 140 followed by 134 in this leg. Coming down. Well, that is a real slip there. It does leave a finish, but with that treble 20, if you join it with a 5 and a 3, Dita doing the opposite. Treble 20 joined by 2 more. It's a 180 at a crucial time to leave 61. Trina on 156. Needs 2 treble 20s for double 18. So Dita has choice. She should come down the board, either the treble 15 or the 25, because that leaves double 18. Perfect, so double 18 for 4-2. Yes, the double 18 going well for Dita Hedman, and she's 1 leg away from this ladies' British Open title, a title she won in 2009. It hasn't been one of her best tournaments through the years. Trina, on the other hand, already 6 times a champion. She was hoping for a lucky 7th today, but so far Dita has been the stronger of the 2, certainly on the treble 20. Switching down after those first 2. Well, that's a disaster. Music to Trina Gulliver's ears. Takes the pressure off, and Trina will now be just thinking, put her under pressure. That's all she wants to do now. 4-2 down. Make your opponent win it. I'm sure there's only 1 person or 2 in this room that wouldn't like to see a last leg decider. It's Dita and Paul, because I think we'd all like to see this go all 9 legs. So Trina downstairs, treble 15 leaves double 18, so just 12 darts thrown, and leaves what's been Dita's favourite over the last couple of legs. She's coming down, but nothing she can do. Can't leave a finish. She's well behind. Trina Gulliver will want the double 18 and not to make any mess here, really, just to keep it tidy. Well, you don't get any more tidier than hitting the double in the middle, do you? So Dieter will be thinking, this is it. Do what you do best, and you will be the British Open champion. A 15-dart finish, obviously in her capabilities, but not the best start. Through 3 good darts. And if you're enjoying our coverage, do get in touch on the social networks, the British Darts Organisation Facebook page, or the Twitter handle is BDO Darts, or you can contact me as the BDO's MC for events in the future. My Twitter name is Little Richard. All comments welcome. We've thoroughly enjoyed the coverage, both on stage and working for the internet stream. I know our referee up there, down here for Trina. Yep, calls a score of 54, does Hugh Ware. He's done a great job in the commentary with those soft Welsh tones. And we had a bit of Scottish earlier as well, didn't we, with Anthony Dundas, the birthday boy, our fellow referee, not in the refereeing team this weekend. We thought he'd like to enjoy himself and have his birthday off. They're the kind of employers we are. Should definitely be a rule. Have your birthday off work. It's coming down is Dieter. A brilliant pick off the treble 19. Puts Trina under pressure, but if they both throw identically from here on in, it was going to be 4-all, because Trina has broken the throw within the leg. She has the advantage. She'll be the first to a finish. But it's only a 1-4-7. Dieter now. Can she take control back? A 180 would leave double 12. Oh, this could be huge. That dart is perfect for Dieter, because if it's in the middle, it's awkward. To the side, she had every opportunity there. Now, will she stay there, or the treble 18? Both to a finish. Crunch time in the Ladies British Open final. Trina Gulliver, treble 20, treble 17 and double 18 is the shot. Well, she's short, so she needs to score here now, and she's straight into the treble 1. Treble 20 is needed, or another big treble at least. Very awkward, that treble. Oh, what a brilliant dart. Leaves 64, but Dieter could take the title with 106. Treble 20. Nope, so treble 18 leaves double 16. Well, she's just missed, so she'll try and leave a double. So it's all on the 16s and 8s for these two shots. Treble 16 leaves double 8. 16, 16, double 16. Well, it's double top. That treble 8 leaves tops. It's a double that Trina likes, so may have been deliberate, but fails to take it. So Dieter Hedman, champion here last 4 years ago, can take the title with 48, a straightforward finish under usual circumstances, but this is pressure. The BDO British Open title, double 16. And there it is, Dieter Hedman is our champion, and you can see what it means. There's Paul, proud as punch. Dieter is the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you that next final goes up to the next on 11 legs, that's the first to 6. And immediately after that next final, we'll be making our presentation to all of the legs here. Well, we can't accuse of any bias in this men's final category because we have 2 gentlemen from the county of Yorkshire. We're going to hold on stage to follow the BDO number 2. He's the reigning Church Classic and World Classic champion. He is the champion doctor, James Wilson.
And so nearly 512 men came and 2 remain, both of them from Yorkshire. James Wilson in your shot now against Gary Thompson, the recliner. No prizes for guessing why Gary is called the recliner. And we just saw Dieter Hedman add another illustrious title to her name. That is her 12th of this year alone. That is absolutely phenomenal. Both these men no strangers to finals over the recent weeks. Last week in Chelsea, Gary Thompson lost in the final of the England match play. And then only a matter of hours later, James Wilson lost in the final of the England Classic. Someone has to win today. Who will it be? Best of 11 legs in this final, and what a start from Wilson. Picking up from where he left off in his semi-final against Kong Robbie Green. Downstairs for Gary. Switches more than most on the BDO circuit, does Gary. Just such a rising star, James Wilson. When he's on form, it really is incredible.
77.
And it makes 3 Yorkshiremen in the final in the presence of Rab Butler, our referee. And one thing I want to know, why is Rab getting so many boos? The legend of darts, that is Rab Butler, doesn't deserve to get booed.
60.
Answers on a postcard. Now then, 130 for James for a 12 dart gain in this first leg. Treble 20 for Bull, Bullseye here. Will he go for it though? Oh, he did, and he very nearly got it as well. Gary, a long way behind, will probably just be using these darts as practice. In his mind, will be resigned to losing this first leg. 9 and double 8. Double 8 for the first leg. Double 4 now. And gets it as well. A confident 15 dart kill sets the tone for the rest of this final. Downstairs for Gary. Yes, and already an early opportunity for Jamie Dodger. Covers well in the end with that treble 19. Just putting that last dart to the right slightly, so nervy in this second leg so far from both players. Quite wayward. And now, I'd like to introduce you, or reintroduce you in fact, to little Richard Ashdown. Richard has been working very busy on stage this evening and doing a grand job as well, I must say. Richard, a cracking final in prospect.
Yeah, I've been watching the start of the match from the stage side. I think the crowd aren't quite sure who to cheer for at the moment. James, certainly the more flamboyant of the two on the walk-on.
Yes, and a maximum.
More flamboyant on the trebles.
Great riposte from Thompson though. It's Wilson on 125. Now then, treble 20 for Tops. Tops! Oh, and so close.
So, similar finish for Gary Thompson in terms of range. 127. He starts upstairs. Well, he can't finish now. Even the single 20 would have still left a finish. So, breaker throw coming in, Hugh.
Indeed it is, and now Tops. Double 10. Oh, one dart to go. Oh, and he's let the opportunity pass. 84 for the recliner to equalise things.
Well, nearly at the double, but it's bull. And as it turns out, he leaves double 18, which is what that double would have left. Double 5 for Wilson. Well, he did dominate the leg for a breaker throw, but nearly lost it there in the end. If form in the semi-finals counts for anything, Hugh, then you would have already put James Wilson as a firm favourite. The 170 finish, just a highlight of a brilliant performance against Robbie Green.
That's right, that was a scintillating semi-final. Robbie Green more than played his part in it too.
84.
In terms of seasons, it's James Wilson that's been flying high. Gary Thompson, it's been a struggle, and this will be a welcome return to form. He was a runner-up in the Invitational England match play last week. No ranking points there, but to get to the final of a Category A event like the British Open, I think will put him in great stead. A long day here in Bridlington.
Well, yeah, but I tell you what, Rich, I've thoroughly enjoyed today. This has been a brilliant day of darts. With the internet streaming, the standard of those matches that we've displayed on stage now, a great crowd. This has been a fantastic.
And we're just greedy. The internet streaming is always a great glimpse at what's going on, but we wish we could show you all the games. James Wilson didn't even make it out into the internet stream. He's the #1 seed. So downstairs first for Gary Thompson. That's his own way of finishing. 137. Well, what's he hit with that first one? Our brilliant cameramen are going to keep it a secret from us. No finish on 150. Gary Thompson should be conventional though, Hugh, on the next finish.
Well, yes, he should be. And he is as well, as his eye line suggests. It's 20 for tops now. And he needed to just pitch that above and went too high.
Well, James usually chooses the double 16, but will he go for the big 20 or the safer big 12? Well, he went too safe. Double top leaves double 6, so he goes from 12 o'clock on the board to 3 o'clock. It's double 6. Well, he hit a double, not the one he wanted. Well, Gary misses your favourite double, Hugh. Is James going to go for mine?
Well, he wasn't helped
Double
by
three.
certain members of the audience there, just getting a little bit carried away. But as it is, it's double 3 anyway. Well, Gary's going to come back. If he was feeling a bit aggrieved after that last shot, he's got the opportunity to redeem himself, and he's done so.
Well, Hugh, you mentioned there, while myself and the players were fooling around on the doubles, about a shout out, and it's ironic that often the shout out for the player you're cheering for, it can be the shout that puts your own player off. Because I wonder if that affected James there.
Well, I don't think so. Really, the attitude is, the fact is my opponent has missed and now I must step in, regardless of why he missed or whatever.
But he did miss himself, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see, I do beg your pardon.
But it was double 3, I'm the only one that likes it.
Yes.
Gary Thompson, despite being put off by the shout out in his previous visit, stepped up and took out the double top. And now he's right back in this match. It's got 2-2 written all over it, unless James Wilson can produce one of his magical bursts, which he can do. And he's left the 170, Hugh. So I'll call this one. If he misses, you might get a 170 of your own here. He has left 170, I promise you.
Well, it should be 170.
Yeah, what's happened is our scorer has taken off 135 instead of 131, but 131 was the call from Rab. So 2 triple 20s on ball, the shot's 170. Take it away, Hugh.
Well, I've already taken it away once with him in his semi-final already, and it's not going to be here.
Double 18 to get back to 2-2, or double 9, it's awkward. Not for Gary Thompson. They don't call him the recliner for nothing. So laid back.
And I think it's typical of Thompson to miss the easier in inverted commas of double 18, then hit the more harder double 9, isn't it? You know.
It's just the casual style we love, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And yes, I do agree with you when you say that Wilson wouldn't have been affected by the shouting out of Gary while Gary was throwing. Look at this. Look at this! Maximum there, just when he needed it. Gary winning the last 2 legs. Just looking to try to keep calm and keep his standard up, and he's just doing that. And Thompson follows suit.
Get them signs up.
Exceptional!
There's only 2 of them, we've had 3. Go on, Gary, another one. Go on, he's going to go for it. He leaves 67, he should come down.
On, man.
It's down.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a shame. Could have left 7.
7. 9 double 16. For a brilliant leg of darts. Absolutely fantastic 11 dart leg from Wilson, and he had to hit it and all.
I would love to have seen Gary Thompson just throw that 180. I know a few players that would have. They wouldn't have cared that he left 7.
Oh yes, we've seen players hit 180 on 182 before now, haven't we?
I'm sure Rab up there would have enjoyed that.
Oh yes.
Getting some playful boos earlier on. He was the man all day today. Well, here's another 180 for him to call.
Well, this is exceptional. Once the first dart is in, they can't miss.
Yeah, I was saying about Rab, if I could get a word in before another 180. He's the man that runs the control desk all day long, and it'll be down to Rab to tell people off if they're late, if they haven't marked. He's like the schoolmaster during the day, isn't he?
Well, I was just discussing a bit earlier on in the game, why is Rab getting boos?
I think it's playful. It's all about the fact that he's been bossing them around for the day.
Oh yes, absolutely, yes.
As they were booing, they were clapping.
Backhanded compliments. Now then, 152.
Well, finish, yes. Double 16. Double 16 for the finish. What a shot from Gary Thompson. Well, we've seen 3 180s in the previous leg. We've seen a 152 from Gary Thompson to make it 3 legs apiece.
That 5th leg was an 11 darter as well, Rich, wasn't it? 16. If you wondered why these two are in the final, you're seeing it in this match.
Well, we have got the current stats here, and look at those big scores, Hugh.
Well, yeah, there's a lot there for only 6 legs played.
Yeah. And we're going to have another one in the 180 column. No!
But it was going in, Rich. You could see that 3rd dart just took a deflection. This throw of James's, Richard, is just so solid.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the strengths of the two players, Gary's in that category of player, much like the great Jockey Wilson, Ted Hankey, where he can have periods of 45, 41, and then go 180, 180. He's that kind of player, up and down, up and down. James Wilson is more these high power scorers. He can run off legs, 11s, 12s, 13s, back to back. And the pair of them are using their talents to their best ability here. A 170 finish. See, that would be Gary Thompson all over to take that finish out.
But 104 is still photo worthy as well, isn't it? And it's on.
Well, he has a choice.
Stay there. Tops. Ooh. Just see it actually hit the wire and dip below.
Well, you go treble 14 or the bull. Well, the bullseye's not the best shot for me when you've only got 2 in your hand. A treble's bigger than the bull. Double 10 to take command after all the fun and games. This would just be back on throw, as if the two of them had thrown absolutely identically. This is where we would be. Puff of the cheeks from Gary. Hugh, we had some great comments last week on our internet stream from the BDO England Classic from Bobby George regarding Gary Thompson. The way he just, I mean, you can look at him now. He just looks like he's having a walk around the garden, doesn't he? Just totally laid back. Good friend of his, Richie Winpenny, gave him the nickname the Recliner, and it's perfect. I mean, look at him. You're born with a certain temperament, I believe. You don't train, you've got it, or you haven't. And Gary is the most laid back of characters you'll ever meet on the hockey.
Yeah, visually, if you're playing him, you must think, how do I shake this guy? How do I phase him? It's just not possible. And Wilson too, really. I mean, he never shows much emotion on the hockey either. You never quite know what he's thinking. Darts is very much like poker in the sense that you don't want to give your emotions away, or it's wise not to give your emotions away. And we see all types of characters, don't we? We see players like this, we see players who wear their hearts on their sleeves, we see players beat themselves up if things go slightly wrong. It's people's human nature, isn't it?
Yeah, and you see some trance-like players that just don't tell you anything good or bad. I mean, Martin Phillips, you wouldn't know if he'd hit a 180 or 26, would you?
Well, no.
Just the same. In fact, I think you get more response from Martin Phillips if the other player hits a good shot.
So wonderful action from James, because all the movement is in the arm, there's no shoulder movement, the shoulder is stock still, his stance is stock still, and there's a brilliant follow through as well. He just points towards the target. It's a full extension of the arm. It's all in rhythm, all in sync at all times.
Yeah, if the youngsters are watching, follow James Wilson's technique rather than Gary Thompson's, that is for sure.
It's funny, isn't it? You know, two very different styles.
Yeah.
One we could advise, one we can't, but yet they're both here.
Absolutely. And I love that about darts, and among many other things, that every single throwing style is different. And we're going to see the style of James now take out 75. He'll be hoping downstairs first. The treble 17 is double 12. He'll come up now for 18 and double top. Just double checking. Tops now. Well, that would have been the key breaker throw, Hugh.
It would have been, and it would have put him one leg away, of course. Thompson must hit this, really. I feel he's got to get it. And he has. We may well be heading towards the last leg, Rich. And now, did anybody order a large ham as a 180 goes in? Our 7,000th of the match. We could be on for, oh no, just the wrong side of the wire.
He's coming down here, but back up. He's searching for the treble now. This leg is in James Wilson's hands. Well, he won't go for a 180 here, even though we'll be cheering him on to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little bet with you, Hugh, that James Wilson wins this leg.
Okay. Well, I'm out of luck then.
So treble 20 for double 14. 18 now for the ball, but he won't go that way surely, because he's got all the time in the world. He couldn't have much more comfort, especially in a final of this standard. Double 4, if that's in the treble.
84.
Right, as I scrounged around in my pocket for a fiver to give to little Richard, it's double 2. Yes, and he's got it. Fiver handed over.
Can't believe you took the bet.
5 for Wilson. We saw the averages earlier, both of them on 90. This final is of an incredible standard. And as we just say goodbye to little Richard on the commentary today, very shortly as he goes away to prepare for his stage duties.
Please don't call me that, Hugh.
But he's sticking around a little while longer yet. And we're all the better for it as Wilson comes down.
Yeah, we could be looking at a deciding leg here. But I'm primed to go on stage if needed, because Wilson, in theory, can take this out in just 6 darts.
And he started well as well. What a brilliant first dart. Brilliant second dart. Of all the maximums of the match, that could decide the tournament. Gary really must respond with a treble. Well, he's very lucky to hit the treble 19 there, because if he had left a single, he'd have left 168. Now then, treble 18 for Bull. Oh, so nearly. 2 close darts, but didn't find home. Now to stay in the match, treble 20 leaves double 5. Bullseye, bullseye, bullseye for deciding leg. Here we go, Rich.
I told you it would go to the last leg. I'm sticking around for this. And the cameras can stay on that bullseye, Hugh, because that's what they're going to be going for, to decide who throws first.
And as we were discussing earlier in the day, Rich, we do like the odd match that has the odd 2 bulls every now and then. And well, he's just hit the bull, but now he couldn't be further away.
Well, surely they'll have to throw again there. Yep, they're both on the wire of the 25. So we'll throw again at bullseye. 1 dart each. Yeah, they're working their way in. He's found the ball, just as you predicted, Hugh. Just a dart late. Finished on the ball, and that could be just as big a ball for Gary Thompson.
Well, he's thrown 3 darts at the ball and hit the bullseye with 2 of them. And what a start. Oh, what a start. Oh, yes. So many maximums in this game, we've lost count. And this last leg is following the tone of the last 10.
This is Gary Thompson at his very best. He's won big opens before, notably the Scottish Open, one of the toughest to win. He's also a Welsh Classic and Swedish Open champion in the past, but this would be one of his biggest wins of his career. Successful England international, but despite the laid-back look, Hugh, this will mean a lot to Gary Thompson.
Oh yes, I think this will be the biggest win of their careers, whoever wins this. What a leg of darts he's produced right under the pressure. 1-2-4 after 9, forcing Wilson into something brilliant here, and it's just not happening.
Well, he's taken out a 130 in the last. He won't have to go the bull route if he chooses not to. A treble 20 sets it up, or treble 16. He'll come down for the treble 16. And he misses, he'll set it up. He's on tops for the title. Wilson, only 3 big trebles can help him here. He's out of it this leg. It looks to be all over. Take it away, Hugh.
And so for the 2013 British Open, it's double top. Seals it for the recliner. A Yorkshireman in Yorkshire wins the British Open Championship in a classic final. What a part that James Wilson played too. And that caps off a wonderful day of darts live from the Bridlington Spa. Absolutely magnificent. Capped off with a worthy champion in Gary Thompson. A brilliant leg of darts to win, and a 13-darter it was. Thank you to everybody who has tuned in. Stay tuned for the presentations. They're coming up very shortly. It's a good night from me. Thank you.
couple more things we must mention. There was unfair competition yesterday. The final was played out there on the floor, and we would like to give you your trophy for that up there on stage. Is your best part still with it? It means you get to take it along. Ladies and gentlemen, our singles runner on the show, the guest yesterday, and one more presentation, ladies and gentlemen, like we still here on stage. I'm sure that it is a ritual here in Yorkshire that a certain lady was on the Queen's birthday hours list. I'm sure thinking of Bridlington would like to play on to start Lewis NDE. It is Trina. Congratulations, Trina. Our runner-up is 400 pounds on singles. We now on the stage a lady who is in the form of her life. She's picking up her 12th title. She will have 12 titles currently to her name. That's as a reigning champion, ladies and gentlemen, not over her career, but now she currently holds a dozen titles. The latest is, of course, this BDO British Open Ladies Singles